how much I need to start my commodity trading. If I want to start a business like the commodity trading, how much did I need real to start this business? It's a very interesting question and very important questions, but I want to be frank with you. What I do believe, based on my own experience, I think you don't need any money at all to start the business. What you need to get your priority on order. First of all, you need to educate yourself. It's very important. Before you start buying and selling, you need to educate yourself, know the commodity you are selling. You need to know in and out everything about the commodity you are selling, because this business is about, first of all, the knowledge will determine what you're going to get at the end. If you are well educated on what you're selling, if you know the commodity, then you can go forward. So first of all, educate yourself, try to know everything about the commodity you're trying to sell, whatever the commodity you're trying to sell. Especially if you want to sell agri-commodities, you need to be educated very well, because this is about delivering quality, and getting quality requires a lot of hard work, very specific details. Make sure the details are correct from the farmer, from the soil, from the storage, for the transportations. A lot of it get together, sum up together to deliver the end quality we all need. You know, we all of when we go to the supermarket, we're looking for the good, best quality product to buy it. So the market requires for us to deliver quality. And to get to the quality, first of all, you need to be knowledgeable on the good you're selling. So first, educate yourself, get a good knowledge of what you are trying to sell. A second step, you need to have some ground experience. You need to have an experience as well. Educate yourself, try to know everything you can on the commodity you want to sell. So second step, you get some really ground experience of the trading, because if you can spend all your time in universities and get your degrees, but the reality is on the ground, and the reality on the ground has something different of the knowledge you get in classrooms or diploma you get. Being on the ground allows you to experience everything. And one thing as well, in these commodities, human beings are more difficult than anything else. So you need to be on the ground, know people, how they're acting, how they're reacting, before you get to your goods. So a lot of people are involved in this business. Each person has their own personalities, and all those people, you need to know them, how to deal with them, and you have to know you're good, but you need to deal with people as well, because you deal with humans. Humans are the one giving you the good for you to sell, and so you need to know people. So you need to have a good ground experience to be able to deliver. So when you first educate yourself, when you have a good knowledge of what you want to sell, all the specification, all the details related to the good quality, how to get to good quality, how to recognize a good quality product, and when you have done this one, then you go on the ground as well, spend some time learning on the ground, the people on the ground, see the realities. When you have done your homework on your ground experience, then you can start looking for money and start to invest. Because if you start by money, if you work hard to raise your money and start to trade, but lack knowledge, but lack of ground experience, you will lose all your money, and I don't think you're going to be able to come back, because commodity trading involves a lot of money. If you start, you work hard, you have some saving, and you pour all this money on your first operation. If you collapse or you made a mistake, you lose your money, and then I don't think you're going to come back again. So based on my own experience, I would ask you, first of all, educate yourself. Very dedicated work, very difficult work, but if you put your time in, if you put your dedication, you can get there. Educate yourself. Second, ground experience. Know how things are working on the ground, touch the reality on the ground, and if make your own experience, make your skin tougher. Then after that, you can raise the money. But what is beautiful, if you're knowledgeable, you know you're good. You secondly, you have a ground experience, it be easy for you to raise money. Whenever you go and see a banker, a bank, or a foreign lender, if they see you got good knowledge of their commodity and you have a good experience, it be easy for you to get money. Without a good amount of money, like usually, if you're gonna need, you can maybe the quarter of the money that a normal person will spend, but based on your own experience, just with the quarter be enough for you to pull out in operations. Because once you be on the ground, you know the people, you need to be trustworthy. Have values. Values are above everything. Maybe I will add that to the line. Then after that, you have money. If you have the money now, it can easy to pull out the operation. And even though you got a good experience on the ground, you have good knowledge of the commodity you try to sell, you have a good experience on the ground, you're trustworthy, you got the money, this doesn't prevent you from making mistakes still. But I think you can still manage, you can still do a damage control. It won't be a full crash. You'll be able to mitigate all the mistake you made, but you could be still, you can still fix it, and then you can have the next day. Because if you have no knowledge at all, you have no ground experience, and definitely when you're gonna crash, you're gonna be a final crasher, and after you're gonna be able to get back to the game again. So this is a quick answer. You say that I have no papers, or based on my own experience I'm talking. So how it comes, I have that to you. That's a frank, honest opinion about how much did I need to start my commodity trading. Thank you.